Three, two, what did I call him? Carmy.
Yeah, Carmy.
Carmy.
So
Wait, real quick. Why does Tina call him Jeff? Yes, Jeff. Is it because of the whole chef thing?
Yeah.
So now he's just Jeff.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought so.
Tina's awesome. I love Tina.
She is, especially because the first couple of episodes of the second season is.
Oh yeah,
She's fantastic.
So the thing I wanted to you quickened your pace through the episodes.
You're fucking right, we did.
I wanted to make sure that I did touch on the second to last episode of the first season. It's called Review.
Yep.
And that's probably when I would assume either watching the episode before that one or that episode was when you texted me about Sydney, and you're like, yeah, I can see, like...
Yeah, no. And then the last episode of the first season, she was insufferable.
Right. So, but when I first watched it, I mean, and not to toot my own horn, but before everybody was talking about it.
It's a fantastic fucking show. Go ahead.
But
the new season starts this week.
Yeah. So that, like, episode 7.
Yep.
But that one where they turn on the to-go orders and the ticket machines start, that sound pulled me back into, like, every
I had
horrible
nightmares.
experience. And that's when I realized, like, this show nailed what a small kitchen like that is.
And she went...
And yeah, and that was the one where, like, it really affected me emotionally.
Yeah, because there was so much going on, like...
Yeah, and that everybody outside of Carmy was being like, what the fuck, dude? And being like... And specifically Sydney was like, it was her fuck up.
Right.
And you know... And she then kept trying to pass the blame on to, like, Richie or somebody else.
She fucked up, and Carmy's just like, okay, you need to put all of this shit on right now.
Yeah. And
we're going to do what we can.
Right. Yeah. And then all of a sudden it's like everybody's 8 years old, like, but what about, like, no, do what I fucking told
just
you.
Fucking do it so we can get this done.
And then they get mad at him because he's yelling. And, like, but that part is so fucking real, though.
Yeah.
Because I always remember that it brought me back to when I worked in the kitchen, that little coffee shop, but we did breakfast all day. And, did sandwich wraps and shit like that. But Saturdays and Sundays in the fall and the spring when people could sit outside and eat.
Nightmare.
Yeah, well, it was like that ticket machine. And and in the middle of all that be like a whole line of tickets.
And so then the ones at the end are like piled up behind each other because you don't have room for it.
But you have like roughly I'll say like 25 dishes. Yeah, tickets. I got me either on the grill or in the dude on the line or vice versa. We got to get out. And then somebody from the front house would ring their break order back. And it was always like a gargantuan meal because they were getting fucked up the night before.
Yep.
And
no, there's a rule. Fuck you.
Well, and they would get mad at me because I slowly over time I curbed my yelling at them. But eventually it came to the point where I was like, why do you think, A, this is a good time to take a break?
Thank you.
And then, B, that you need to add to the confusion back here.
You should know better.
Right. Like, walk down the street, go get something from the shop down there.
But it ain't free.
Right. Like...
Fuck.
And they would, and then there was one of the only 2 complaints that was brought up against me was because one time one of the front house staff did that, and I was like, I'm not making your fucking food.
Yeah, facts.
And they went to the manager and complained on me, and of course it was at the end of the day the manager talks to me, but I was like, we had a wall full of tickets.
Yeah, did you not see how busy we were?
I have to tend to the people that paid.
Not
first.
her.
Yeah.
At all.
It was a guy, but
not him.
But
God, that was...
No, I mean it's like
not him.
If it were an ordinary place, sure, but it was it was a coffee shop, so it was one of the baristas. But you want to be like, you all could get hoity-toity about fresh ground coffee, but like when it comes to what I do, and granted it was just slinging hash browns and eggs, but it's like, but when I have when they're working 2 registers at the same time and just
Right.
pumping tickets back to
I've
me.
been there. I've worked at a
So I thought that
Ralph and
episode.
Kaku's on a Mother's Day
Oh God.
on the Fry
Oh,
for several years.
I'm sorry.
You got to do what you got to do sometimes.
It made me into what I am today.
Yeah, man. I'm built.
But that's what I was saying
in
is that like for something like that to where they hone in on just the sounds of it,
yeah.
and it can take you back to
The
a
burning,
moment.
the chopping, like all of that.
Yeah.
I guess it was episode 6 where the power went out.
Yeah.
That was before that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they were like, "Fuck it, let's go outside." Like, perfect.
Yeah.
Fact might be one of my favorite characters.
He's awesome, isn't he? Yeah.
He's fucking fantastic. And then in season 2, because now he's everywhere.
Yeah.
Actually, I think he's on staff now.
Yeah. 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 He's.
He's fantastic.
Oh, just wait.
And then Sugar's on staff now.
Yeah, she's the project
So
manager.
season 1 ends with absolute fucking chaos, and she walks out.
Well, so real quickly, the last thing I wanted to point out, because I picked it up today when I was rewatching the end of season 1, was so in episode 7 when it starts off like where like Richie's giving Sydney shit about handing the risotto to the reviewer.
Yes.
And he's going like, now we're going to get all these fucks coming in, and they're going to go, where's the risotto?
Right.
And we don't have it. When they're in the middle of the ticket machine going,
Yeah,
and they're
she's
like,
like, here's chef, and he's like, no, not quite, almost
Yeah.
perfect.
but so that's like 2 episodes before, and then but in the clusterfuck episode,
Yes.
they as the ticket machine's like rapidly printing everything out, they're trying to get everything fired up. They're going, should we open? And they finally let a couple of customers in, and it's barely in the background. And I only caught it because I had the closed captioning on. The first customer that walks up to the counter goes, can I get some risotto? Like, fuck. Richie was right.
You're gonna have some fucks coming in here asking for risotto. Well, the first guy on this shit show. You gotta turn it off.
But that's what it's like. That's what I love about it is that initially they, you wanna feel for all these other people who are fucking up and being like, man, he's being so mean. But it's like that's the way that works. Like you either own up to your mistakes, like the
It's not a corporate job. There
like
is
the
going to be
patisserie who was
lots-
so involved in making one donut, he didn't have any of the cakes ready to go.
No,
Like yeah,
And then it ended up on the floor, and
God damn it.
that's a good donut.
Yeah, and start of season 2, they're rebuilding after they found all the stashed money in the tomato cans,
Right.
which was a nice little. It's like
But not enough.
no,
Because he's like, all right, 20. All right, 50. No, that's 70. All right, 80. No, that's 90. Fuck it. I'm close enough.
But
Because now they're renovating the whole place.
right, but I love that as a kind of like capping on his brother,
Yes.
and casting John Barenthal in that.
I was very pleased. Does he show up a lot now?
No,
Okay.
I mean in a couple of like there's one whole episode that's a like yeah. So you're getting ready to
Well, we saw one episode with him when they were at a birthday something. The whole family was together.
yeah. So
But it wasn't a holiday. It was just like they were hanging out.
right. Well, they got one of the in the first season like where they're like all the siblings are cooking in the kitchen together.
That,
yeah.
yes, that.
But like he gets you get more of him and Carmi's relationship.
Don't say too much.
No. Well, again, it's
Even
so
though
they
I
do
asked.
you're getting ready to start. So like the first 2 episodes of the second season are obviously setting up
Yep.
that they're going into this, and then they do like kind of individual character episodes. So like
Oh.
you will follow. You do a deep dive on the patisserie.
I can never remember his
As-
name.
yeah,
His
as he-
mom is
as he-
currently. That's his
Right.
mom.
Yeah. as he's going to get further training, and then Richie's going to be sent off to get further training, and
And Tina's already in culinary school because
Right.
she's been asked to be Sue
and
chef.
causes Ibram to quit because he can't handle it. He doesn't want
Right.
to do it, and then so the starting in episode 3 going to the end, it's they'll do character deep dives, but there's this one where they do a flashback episode, and I'm not rolling my eyes when I say that because they do a flashback to the last Christmas dinner, the whole family.
That's what I
was
remember
together.
you telling me. Okay.
It's more intense than that episode 7, which anybody from even a slightly dysfunctional family, the whole time you're just gripping.
Oh no.
No, but
Richie's
it's-
there too, right, cousin?
Yeah.
Of course he
And
is.
then but they bring in the mom, who's played by Jamie Lee Curtis, and she does.
Wait, Jamie Lee Curtis is the mom?
Yeah.
Of course she's the mom.
Right. And she does a fantastic job, and that's not giving anything away.
No, it's
But
just the mom shows up.
You also get the brother-in-law pops up even more, and he's
Yes, yeah, I like him.
cheesy but good. Yeah.
So Feck doing these renovations. Yeah, I can't wait to see the finished product. Is the
Yeah.
thing. Are they calling the place the Bear?
Yeah.
Because they took down the sign, and Richie's having a fucking.
Existential
Thank
crisis
you.
in
That's
the
what
basement.
I was. Yes.
I
In the basement.
I
with
had
the
forgotten about that
pictures.
because I've gone back and rewatched episodes of season 2. I haven't watched it in full, and I forgot about that. Where, that's
And
Richie's.
Carmi's just smoking cigarettes, but that was his. That was him saying, "Okay."
Well,
Well, not
and-
him saying, but them showing us.
Season 2, Richie goes through the biggest transformation.
Oh, I bet. Did they
And-
send him to? Who's the guy who works the front door? And don't say host or hostess.
No, you're talking about. Fuck you.
Yep. Does he go to that school?
No, he doesn't go to school, but he stages in a 3-star restaurant in
Oh.
Chicago.
Oh.
But that one's Forks. It's episode 7. That one, Forks is an amazing episode.
Also, Sydney going for a star. That they haven't even opened yet.
Yeah,
She's like, I want to get that star.
But-
and
you also see in those first 2 Sydney tones it down a little bit.
a little.
She realizes how nagging she was, and she got humbled at the end of season 1.
Yes.
So yeah,
I like the fact that she's taking Tina under her arm, although that under her wing, but that doesn't make really. They trotted out a corpse.
but yeah, he again Sydney, the
She's
character.
got the best intentions in
Yeah.
the world, but
She redeems herself in season 2, in my eyes. I
No,
know,
that's fine.
but again, more of a testament to that actress that,
oh no, she's really good.
anybody that can make me that upset with your character, you're doing a fantastic job.
Yeah, punchable face in the Bike Riders. Yep, love it because I wanted to punch you in the face.
But and same with Richie. You start off season 1 and Richie's just the D bag. In
Yeah,
the
but see,
restaurant.
I liked Richie from the. All right, you cucks.
Yeah.
QAnon, Snyder cut.
He has all the, and like I was saying, going back to episode 7 in season 1 where he's everybody's going to be asking for the risotto now, and they're
Oh, he also called the cops
on
the people down the street.
yeah.
I went, wow, Richie, you did.
and that's in that whole thing of the neighborhood.